Welcome back, everybody. So, we have set 12 dropping in about 30 days, give or take. Maybe, I think it's 27, whatever it is. Uh, so, we it's a bit of a gap time for this deck specifically to really like show off the new card it got. Like it'd make more sense to wait till set 12, but you got to play something in the meantime, right? So, just a quick update on Liael Draconis. I don't plan for this to be a super long one, but we'll just get right on into it. We've got obviously the ride line is just not changing, which is perfectly fine. We've got the grade 3 lineup, which is still a little heavy, so we got the 3 Persona ride and the 1 Fire Regalis. We've got the 4 extra copies of Perfect Guards, this might change come set 12, and we have the 4 Gablius. We can never drop on that. Again, not a lot has changed, but the new card is kind of I'd like to say it's a game changer for the deck. So we'll go into the grade 2s. Obviously, we're never cutting this card unless Gablius gets cut, but this card's really good. Grabs you your Persona Rides, grabs you your Perfect Guards, grabs you Gablius if you haven't seen them. Cell Event is the new card. Now, Cell Event, if you're on Liael, has boost, which is really nice. But she also has the ability that when she is bound, you can Soul Blast 1 to call her back to rear guard, and end of turn you have to bind her again. So this unlocks really cool plays you can do, where you can, if you have like, let's say you have where's he at? If you have Gabwellius bound, right? So Gabwellius is in your, I don't know where to put that, probably right there. Gabwellius is bound. You have this in the field. You can call this as attacker. Call like Almov, for example, right behind it, and then do a swing. And then when you swing with Draconis, obviously this will put itself to soul from skill, but Draconis will bind this, call back the Gabwellius, and then you can Soul Blast 1 to call this back, so you don't really lose board state. You have like a little extra power in your attacks, and most importantly, it goes back to bind. So this can be, you know, your extra card to put back with the Perfect Guard Liael, which is really nice. And we are still on 4 copies of Sequence. Sequence might get cut down to 3 whenever we get the Nebula Knight's Order card, but we will talk about that in about a month. That's it for the grade 2s. The grade 1 count has not changed too much. We're still on 4 Almov because it's really good. We're still on 2 Gregon, and we're still playing 4 Perfect Guards. I might, I don't know where I put it, but I have like a regular Palladium Zeal somewhere that I need to swap out. Because there's been a couple games where uh, Sanctitude not being a normal unit has kind of like screwed me up a little. So that is kind of going to be a change I want to make going forward. I just can't find a regular one. Uh, but yeah, grade ones have not changed at all. The trigger count though is where we have changed a little bit, just on one part. Red OT is still good for this deck. We got to play 8 crits, and now we're on 3 soul fronts, and obviously the 4 heals. So the thing about the soul fronts is while this deck does want draw triggers at times, right? Draws keep your hand filled up and help you find stuff, which Liael kind of lacks on. But you burn through a lot of soul in this deck, even with Sequence Wizard. So I like having the extra way to get soul, and that's kind of the main thing. And I think once we have the Nebula Knight's Order, like there's almost just no reason to even consider like being on the draws, because you have like a discardable order card that's gonna look top 7 and find you a piece, so you don't have to call from hand. So it's like the draws won't really matter in the long run. So I think I might as well just like switch to this, and it's been working pretty good so far. I have no complaints with it. But yeah, that's it for this one. Uh, this deck will go undergo some pretty big changes once we get set 12 with the Nebula Knights order. But for now, it's just gonna stay like this. Um, just as a, I mean, I probably could have opened the video with this, but you know, we'll just get it out of the way now, right? So I've got Impaldio coming next, and then I don't really have like I have a lyrical deck at a buddy's house somewhere, you know, that like I can update with the new lyrical set, but I wouldn't really like be expecting too much for the new lyrical booster because I'm not really a big fan of the decks. So it's kind of, you know, you're more than likely not to see that much lyrical content from this channel, but if I can make any, I will post it. It's just not very likely though. But that should be it. I think the next thing I'm gonna throw up is Impaldio, and then maybe a little sneak peek at Silhouette, just because he's getting support, and I think there's a lot of people that aren't very familiar with the deck. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Have a great day, and I'm gonna catch you later. Peace.